We're going live in about 14 minutes, 13 minutes, 34 seconds. Y'all see the countdown? Y'all see the countdown? Come on in, TikTok. I need y'all to like this. We going live. Y'all gonna see this all live. I'm getting ready for the interview as we speak. 13 minutes to go. So come on in, like, share, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to do any of that. I need you to do all of that. Go there, subscribe, like our interview with www.pissconsumer.com against the State Farm Corporation, State Farm Fire and Casualty Company is going to be broadcasted here live in about 12 minutes and 36 seconds. Come on in, TikTok, get on YouTube, tell your friend, tell your neighbor, tell your brother, tell your sister, tell your mother-in-law, tell your in-laws that you don't like. Call everybody and tell everybody that the minister, M.L. Kimball, is broadcasting live shortly this interview with www.pissconsumer.com. Now listen, if you ever want to have a complaint nationally recognized, I recommend you to go to the www.pissconsumer.com, lodge your complaint, and they will go through it and categorize the seriousness of your complaint. And if they mark it urgent, they'll to you for a live interview. This is again our attempt, because of our response from Miss Lori Thompson of the State Farm Fire and Casualty Company, was not satisfactory to our corporation or the partners or the representatives of the HCV Distribution Corporation. So I want you to understand, like you're a 2-year-old, that we have lodged complaints in every single government office that there possibly could be, including complaints against State Farm's attorney, Lori Thompson. We've lodged a complaint with the Ohio Department of Professional Conduct, the Board of Professional Conduct. So we are not going to take our foot off the brakes, off the gas. We're not going to relax and let you just break the law and violate our rights. And we're not going to sit back and just let it happen. It's not going to happen. See, one thing is for sure, two is for certain. In this entire situation, my story has never changed. State Farm's story, on the other hand, has changed several times. So I want you guys to pay attention that in 9 more minutes, the interviewer shall be coming on my screen, and it begins. McNeils, you had a chance. Oh, goodness, you had a chance. State Farm, you had a chance. Now the general public will be known all of the details of what you have continued to disregard. Don't be mad at me, State Farm. Be mad at your attorney, because she's not representing you well enough. Because if she was, she would be acknowledging the violations committed by your company. You broke several laws and you're not going to run from it. You don't get to investigate one officer of a corporation and use that officer's personal information as a reason to deny the corporation insurance coverage. What type of a scam do you think this is? Do you think I was just born yesterday? Do you think I don't know that the law requires you to provide a full investigation? And if it did happen, you would have reached out to the rest of our partners and corporate officers. You did none of that. So in 8 more minutes, your story and your dirty laundry is going to be made public. And listen, they are going to share this on their platforms, their website, their YouTube. They're going to reach out to you directly, and they're going to give you an opportunity to answer for your scam. So this again is another attempt for the State Farm and Fire Casualty Company to recognize the law that you broke. You broke several laws and you disregarded the racial discrimination that you also published about my appearance. You published that I showed up wearing a blue suit with a loud tie and was wearing braggadocious with a bunch of jewelry. All lies. All to make me look bad in your unlawful investigation. And we're not going to stop until your dirty laundry is made public and everybody is investigated like I was. I want the attorney investigated. I want State Farm investigated. Hell, investigate the retired amplified judge. Investigate the mayor of the city. Investigate the Swanton Police Department. Investigate everybody that you did not investigate, and you better not forget McNeil's, because you should have investigated them, because you knew damn well they were my past employer. What type of a scam do you think this is? 6 more minutes and we're going live. We're already live on the YouTube channel. Word on the street, I don't want you to miss one bit of this. They will answer to their injustices. They will answer to why they did not investigate the suspects that I gave them that could have been responsible for the crime. They're going to answer to it all. We're not taking our foot off the gas, State Farm. Your people mistreated our corporation, and you can't just walk away from that. You've damaged several entities and people and corporations that were all partnered with our corporation. You're going to pay for all of it. We're going to continue until you are held accountable. You're not getting away with this. You treated this claim as though it was a personal claim when it was a corporation. And then you wanted to throw up the relationship of the corporate officers like that matters. Every other corporate entity in this world has been made up of family members. So don't you come to me with the okie doke, State Farm. We're done playing your game. 4 more minutes, y'all. We're going live. Word on the Street Talk TV. I'm already sweating out my clothes, as you can see. But the reality of it is, we're not going to stop until these people are held accountable. We sent them a sworn statement notarized, and they still want to ignore the fact that they broke the law and violated our rights. Are you kidding me? So we can send you a sworn statement that stands up in court that clearly states that you never contacted any of the additional corporate officers of the corporation, notarized, and you still want to pull this crap that you pulled the full investigation. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. 3 more minutes, y'all. 3 more minutes. Let me turn this music on. I got to be ready for this. See, I sweat out my clothes like a fat preacher already and got to go live. The lady gonna say, "What was you doing, brother?" But I get to talking about this. I can't believe that they just still want to sit back and ignore blatant violations, y'all. Y'all gotta read the complaint. Go to my channel and please read the entire 6-page complaint against State Farm Fire Casualty and Company, and respectfully, as she put it in her response, Lori Thompson, respectfully. Let's put her down too, because we've got to make sure that you are complaining with us, because this injustice will not be passed by. It's not going to be. I had to sign that I would uphold the Constitution as a notary. What makes you think you don't have to, State Farm? You broke the law. There's no way around it. You did not provide a full investigation on our corporation, who was the company that was the insured. You based every single denial, every single forensic attorney or accountant, every single police report, you based everything off of Mr. Kimball. And you forgot that this corporation was established in 2019 by multiple entities, not just me. So it's not my job to provide you information with your investigation outside of what you gave me to give you. I gave you everything you asked for. You did not provide a full investigation, and the evidence is proved because you did not call one of the corporate officers besides me, State Farm. Stop playing with me. Ultimate violation of the law. 1 minute to go, y'all. Minute and 30 seconds to be exact. Woo, Lord have mercy. Y'all don't care if I take a swig of my 2-liter real fast, right? Y'all know I ain't swigging no beer, so what? Sweating like a fat preacher. A fat preacher waiting on that chicken dinner after service. Whew, if I took my hat off, y'all be like, boy, did you just wet your head? Oh, Lord have mercy. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, I done lost about 10 pounds sitting here with this on waiting for the interview. Y'all, I done, boy. Oh, Lord have mercy. I should have mercy on me. 37 seconds and we live, y'all. All right, here we go. 26 seconds in counting. Start interview. Here we go. Start the call. Yes, sir. We are getting ready to go live, and we're getting ready to share our experience with the www.pissconsumer.com. Waiting to connect right now.
Hello, sir.
Hello, how are you?
Hello.
Can you hear me?
I cannot hear you.
You cannot hear me?
I cannot hear you.
Okay, hold on a second. I don't know what's going on here. Okay, let's see here.
Hello?
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now, sir.
Awesome, thank you. How are you today?
I'm good, sir. How are you doing?
Oh, pretty good, pretty good. I am excited. I've been telling my audience and my platform about this interview that was anticipated with you, and I'm excited to be able to share this experience.
Okay, I'm glad to hear that. But just before we proceed, sir, is there any chance you could please make sure that you're uh, looking straight in the camera? Because right now I can see you from one side. Yeah, that's better.
How about that?
That's
I haven't, I haven't,
better.
I have, I,
Yes.
I'm sorry, I have a
Please.
habit of looking at the screen when I'm live, and I'm sorry, I'm trying to get used to it.
That's that's okay. Perfect. Sir, my name is Pauline. May I know your name?
Marquise Kimball.
Marcus, right?
Marquise. It's spelled M-A-R.
Marquis.
Yeah, Marquise.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, yes.
Marquis. Sorry, Marquis. Okay. So, just before we proceed, this conversation is going to be audio and video recorded, and later on, it also might get published on YouTube and other social media platforms. Do you agree with that?
Oh, 1,000%. I'm 100% in agreement with that. That's why I reached out.
Mm-hmm. Okay, perfect. So then please go ahead and tell me this story, and I'll be asking you some questions afterwards, okay?
Okay, I can kind of summarize the story just like this. Um, I am a former finance manager for a car dealership, McNeil Chevrolet in Swanton, Ohio. And I had worked there. My tenure was about 7 years as the finance manager in the Swanton city of Ohio. Is where I actually made my professional name at in the entire city. And then in 2018, I decided to resign my position at this dealership because over the years I had tolerated a lot of racial jokes, being called Harambe, being called the token black guy, being called Toby. And they paid me $100,000 a year. So I kind of just shrugged the stuff off like it wasn't important to me. It wasn't nothing to bother anybody about because they would always cover it up with this, oh, we're not racist. Well, they gave me a birthday card one year, and the whole entire dealership were white employees, but yet they gave me a birthday card with a black guy on it in front of a car, in front of a Chevy car as a big joke. So this went on for years, and I decided that, you know what, I'm done with this crap. I resigned my position and went back to the same community and asked to open my own business. They allowed me because of my tenure and my professionalism and the people I knew within the town. They allowed me to open my own CBD distribution corporation. We opened up our own company. It was based upon our corporation, the HCV Distribution Corporation, and we actually purchased a building in the Swanton downtown area that was a distribution center as well as a retail location center. This is where we sent out wholesale orders to other CBD dealers across the United States. And we also dealt with the customers right in the same town. Understand that we were the only African-American business owners in the entire city. Everybody knew exactly who we were. Our business was located approximately 2 miles from the police department. We were able to do business successfully for 8 months, but while we were going through our business, day by day, we were harassed by different people that we reported to the police department. Nothing was done about it. People were coming by because they half of the town liked us and half of the town did not like us. But these complaints were going unheard, unanswered, ignored. And so then the morning of January 17th, 2022, our business gets broken into. Now, here's the key. I had our business set up with an alarm system, with all of the security that you could imagine. Plus, we were a business that was located downtown, and everybody in town knew us. Our business lit up the downtown area because of how we remodeled the store. They were notified at 6:45 a.m. that there was a disturbance at our store, and somehow the police that were 2 minutes walking distance from the store did not appear at our store until over an hour later. I live 20 minutes from the store. I get to the store. I walk into the store and there's the word nigger spray painted on our wall. Our stuff has been vandalized. The place is a mess. It's completely trashed. And then immediately 7 days after this incident, State Farm launches an investigation on me, one of the officers of the corporation, and does not investigate any of our partners, other partners or officers of the corporation, and base their entire denial of this legitimate claim on my personal finances. They hired a forensic accountant that looked at nothing but my personal finances, and they based their police report that they're using as their denial on a police department that documented that they were an hour late showing up to the disturbance at the store. So how do I get investigated? Then our claim is denied. 2 years of fighting this out. They've sat back and watched every financial explosion happen to me, my partners, our association, and completely have destroyed our corporation that has been registered with the state of Ohio since 2019. Not only that, I am a notary. So they have a sworn document signed by officers of our corporation stating that they were never contacted at all by State Farm throughout this whole entire process. And State Farm based all of this baseless stuff on me. And then they told the public that they felt like I had something to do with the break-in and the hate crime against our business. And they published that I showed up to a court-recorded interview wearing a blue suit with a loud tie with a bunch of jewelry on and was very braggadocious. And then they want to sit here and talk to me like I'm a 2-year-old and say that this was not a racially motivated discriminatory act by State Farm. And so after all of this goes on, this past year, my former employer, McNeil Chevrolet, called my phone impersonating the same Swanton Police Department who mistreated me, neglected my business. They wrongfully interrogated me a day after this incident, the police department. They fingerprinted me on the spot as the criminal at the store the day of the incident, although they were an hour late. Now, I want you to understand, I'm a registered minister with the state of Ohio. I'm a registered notary with the state of Ohio, have been one for over 10 years in my life. Never have been charged with a crime in my life. State Farm and the Swanton Police Department treated me as the criminal, never investigated anybody at McNeil's, and did not investigate any of the people I gave them as suspects that could have been responsible for this crime.
Okay, so thank you for such a detailed story, Marquise. Thank you for that. I'm sorry that you have to go through all these hardships. Tell me, please, have you tried to resolve it with them directly? Maybe you tried to work with their customer service, and how was it?
I've tried.
How would you rate their customer?
I rate their customer service a -0 because what they have done is they've literally found a way to delay and deny and pass the buck over and over so that they could run the time out that we have to present this case. And so what they have told us is we have till November to present the case before the courts, but yet they reopened our claim in February. And as of today, they still have yet they have done nothing but denied it. So what they've done is they've just been telling us, we are not allowed to talk to you. You have to talk to our counsel, Lori Thompson. We've reached out to her several times, and we finally got a response from her yesterday disregarding every one of the complaints in the violations in our complaint. Disregarding the fact that her client did not provide a full investigation, disregarding the fact that her client literally put on public documents demeaning racial discriminatory remarks about my appearance. I've dressed this way my entire life. You can look back 20 years of me. I'm on every social media platform there is, and I've never dressed any different than I'm dressed today. But yet they can publish this stuff and then with a straight face say that it's not racially discriminatory? Come on, I didn't just get born yesterday. I'm a professional guy too, and I've been professional 20 plus years of my life. You don't get to tell me something like that and implicate me as a criminal when I've never been charged with a crime in my entire life. I'm a public servant.
Okay, Marquis, thank you for your answer. Tell me, please, why did you agree to record this video interview? What's the purpose of you going public and sharing your experience?
Because I have made complaints, and so has members of my corporation and my associates. We have made national, local, and state complaints at every association possible to complain against State Farm as well as their attorney that represents them. I want this not to be acknowledged because they got away with breaking the law and they still have not answered to it. And what I researched about your website is that you guys will share this information on your platforms as well. So as much as platforms as I have that I've shared this information on, I want as many as people to know about this. Anybody African American, this is what I went through at the hands of the State Farm Corporation and their associates.
Okay, I clearly got you. Tell me, please, right now, what do you expect from them, from State Farm Insurance? How do you expect them to handle this?
I expect them to correctly close this claim and acknowledge our demand. We have sent them in detail what our demand is, and we're not negotiating. They have ruined our entire corporation, as well as several corporations connected to our corporation, as well as individuals. And they have to pay the piper. It's to the point where we now owe bills to the state of Ohio. The corporation owes bills. It's all kinds of things that they have allowed to go on because of their negligence. We want them to acknowledge our demand, or we're going to file the case with the Ohio Supreme Court.
Okay, got it. And tell me, please, right now, the last thing I want to ask you is to summarize the story. Just make a short summary, please, of 2-3 minutes, maybe. Just include the company name and give some tips for people who might end up in the same situation like you did.
State Farm Fire and Casualty Company. Let me tell you right now, document everything. Do not listen by any words by anybody from this company without you documenting, recording, and saving your information. Because they will come back later and tell you something that did not happen without any evidence when you've got the evidence to prove what did happen. The only reason I have this complaint with them is because I've got evidence and I've got documents to prove every single thing in our violation complaint that we sent them. So my best advice to you is to document everything, save everything. Don't take anybody's word for anything. You keep your information because you may need it one day to prove your innocence. These people will falsely accuse you to get out of paying a claim.
Okay, Marcus, great. Thank you. You were brilliant. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
It was nice talking to you. I don't have any questions for you anymore. Thanks for being, thank you for taking your time to express your thoughts and to share this experience with the community. This really matters. And we need some time to make the edits. And if the video is going to be published, you will be notified via email. Okay?
All right. Thank you.
Great. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. You too. Well, there you have it. There it is. I want to thank you for joining. Thank you. I've got to get this video edited and uploaded on all our platforms. So until next time, listen, I love you all for your support. Thank you. Please like, share, comment. Don't forget to subscribe. And until next time, I am the Minister M.L. Kimball. Be blessed on purpose.